Once kids get past the tantrum stage, one of the most difficult things for parents of more than one child is refereeing all of those fights and squabbles. I will give some great background information and lots of valuable tips for building solid sibling relationships in this workshop, Siblings Without Rivalry. First, I give an introduction where I share the difference between fighting and rivalry. Then I'll talk about how to introduce and welcome a new baby to older siblings to cut down on feelings of jealousy. Then I cover lots of ways to foster and support positive sibling relationships. These help to drastically cut down the amount of fighting. And last, I share how to deal with sibling fights when they do occur. First, it's important to cover a couple of definitions. Fighting is over things or experiences. I'm sure you've heard, "It's not fair, she got to go," or "he got a sticker and I didn't." That's fighting. Rivalry is over parental attention and or affection. Parental attention is a limited resource. So assume rivalry is there so you can recognize it when you see it and be prepared to reassure the child who is feeling left out. I rarely see rivalry in our house, and when I do, it's almost always between our twins, and it's usually about who gets to sit next to me or on my lap. However, the very first instance we ever experienced was when our oldest wasn't even 2 yet. I was holding one of our twin babies on my lap, and Carter walked up and said, "Baby, off!" and pointed to the floor. We did follow the steps I'm about to share of introducing a new baby to a T. Besides the instance mentioned before, the ease of Big Brother's acceptance of his two younger siblings went extremely smoothly. So I will cover this topic of welcoming a new baby in 3 sections. First, things to do and keep in mind before baby arrives, the introduction, and then after baby comes home. Now I will cover ways to foster positive sibling relationships in general. First, I'll cover some homework that you may find helpful. Then I will move on to day-to-day interactions. And then we'll talk about teaching relationship skills and finish with some final thoughts.